NewsRamp Environmental and Energy Podcast, Tuesday evening, April 7th, 2026. Quick note, real news, AI-powered delivery, full coverage at newsramp.com. First, a note from our sponsor. Newscrafters.com puts you in the news creation business. Build your online authority today with AI-assisted newscrafters.com news curation. First up.
Network news breaks. Greenland Energy Company executives ring Nasdaq opening bell in Times Square. Greenland Energy Company executives, including CEO Robert Price and Executive Chairman Larry Grams, Sweats Jr., rang the Nasdaq opening bell in Times Square. The event showcased the company's commitment to advancing Arctic energy exploration and responsible resource development. For more information, visit the company's newsroom.
Green energy breaks. EcoWave Power Global AB reports March 2026 production results from Jaffa pilot project. EcoWave Power Global AB reported that its EWP-ED51 pilot project at Jaffa port in Israel generated over 1,200 kilohertz of renewable electricity in March 2026. The system efficiently converted moderate wave conditions into power, showcasing its potential for coastal infrastructure and data center demand. EcoWave Power continues to demonstrate stable, zero downtime operations since early 2025.
U.S. motorists are embracing Chinese electric vehicles. U.S. motorists are increasingly interested in Chinese electric vehicles despite being locked out of the American market due to high tariffs. Consumer curiosity continues to rise, fueled by social media. While policy currently keeps Chinese EVs off U.S. forecourts, if barriers ease, well-equipped vehicles at accessible prices could find a ready audience. When Chinese EVs eventually access the American market, domestic brands like Rivian Automotive Inc. will need to be prepared.
Renewables surged by almost 700 gigawatts in 2025. Renewable energy capacity surged by almost 700 gigawatts in 2025 amid ongoing geopolitical turbulence, highlighting the strategic importance of clean energy. With tensions in the Middle East impacting fossil fuel markets, nations are increasingly turning to renewables not just for climate goals, but as a shield against supply disruptions. The latest data from IRENA emphasizes the urgent need for more firms like Turbo Energy SA to address this structural vulnerability.
Japanese engineers tap wastewater to produce clean energy. A water treatment facility in Japan is exploring a novel form of renewable energy by tapping into the natural process of osmosis. This process, where water moves from a less concentrated solution to a more concentrated one, has long been understood. Turning it into a reliable energy source has been challenging, namely due to difficulties in developing effective membranes for the process. Another form of clean energy gaining attention is geologic hydrogen.
EdgeMode secures a strategic power partnership to accelerate multi-gigawatt AI data center development. The agreement with a solid oxide fuel cell provider aims to deliver scalable on-site energy solutions for EdgeMode's growing AI data center portfolio. This move addresses a critical constraint in AI infrastructure development, allowing EdgeMode to deliver power at speed and scale, supporting long-term growth and addressing the demand for power-secured data center capacity.
Green Rain Energy Holdings, Inc. advances EV infrastructure across U.S. markets as execution translates into revenue opportunity. Green Rain Energy Holdings, Inc. advances EV infrastructure across U.S. markets as execution translates into revenue opportunity. The company shifts from strategy to operational assets with multiple sites nearing activation. Rising fuel costs and demand are driving growth in the EV market, making infrastructure development essential. Stay tuned for updates as Green Rain continues to expand its footprint in key U.S. markets.
American Fusion TM Inc. appoints new CFO to strengthen capital markets strategy. The company appoints Michael Carlson as CFO to strengthen capital markets strategy. Kepler Fusion Technologies is developing the Texatron TM fusion system for modular power generation. The firm explores behind-the-meter energy deployment strategies for early commercialization.
UGI begins system upgrade project in Harrisburg and Swatara Township. UGI Utilities has kicked off system upgrades in Harrisburg and Swatara Township, emphasizing safety and reliability. This initiative offers residents and businesses a chance to switch to natural gas. UGI Utilities, Inc. serves over 760,000 customers and aims to enhance service quality. For more details, visit ugi.com. Researchers discover why solid-state batteries are prone to short-circuiting. Researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have uncovered why solid-state batteries are prone to short-circuiting, a major obstacle in their development. These batteries are seen as the future of energy storage due to their efficiency and safety benefits. Companies like QuantumScape Corp are closely monitoring these findings as they invest in solid-state battery technology. Rising energy bills trigger scramble for renewables in Europe. Rising energy bills in Europe, driven by surging costs amid the Middle East conflict, are prompting a rush towards renewable technology. Brent crude has soared over 50% to $116 per barrel, while European natural gas prices climbed roughly 70%. Spain's focus on renewables has kept energy bills manageable, with companies like Turbo Energy SA expanding in Spain and international markets, leading the transition to renewables.
Green Energy Breaks Frontiers North America held a groundbreaking ceremony in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, for its Mason County plant utilizing FAS form coal processing technology. The project aims to transform coal into higher value outputs like ultra-low sulfur diesel and fertilizers, creating hundreds of permanent jobs. Stakeholders from industry and government gathered to highlight the project's potential for regional growth and energy innovation. To watch the live stream, visit the company's website.
That's it for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Environmental and Energy Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.